Hey there, it's Brittany Brennan, and this is your market update for July for the Denver metro area. Hope you've had a great start to your summer so far. There are a couple things that I'd like to highlight with you. The biggest thing is going to be our surge in inventory that we saw in June, and then we'll look at kind of the predictions on what to expect in the next couple months. So the first thing we'll jump into is our active listings. And so you can see that we're at a 94% increase from the number of listings from June 2021 to June 2022. What's really interesting about that is that the number of new listings to the market is almost identical from year to year. But what we're seeing this year is that we had about 1,000 units that stayed on the market just a little bit longer to give this active inventory a pretty solid boost. So if you are a buyer and you've been thinking about buying since this time in 2020, this is really that surge in inventory that we've been waiting for. A little bit less buyer demand and a little bit less competition, and then homes sitting on the market for just a little bit longer. And if you are a seller or somebody that's thinking about selling in the next couple months, we are still a really strong seller's market overall. The number of active listings here would need to be closer to about 25,000 to be a fully balanced market. And so right now we're really nowhere near that, but you just have to make sure that you're doing all of the right marketing and staging and getting your home show ready. That way you can make a really great impression on future buyers. So there's one other thing that I want to show you, and that is going to be our supply and demand that we look at. So the number of active listings, which is in that orange color, and then the number of closed listings, which is in that blue color. So typically we see, higher levels of supply in the summer months. These were really strong markets in 15, 16, and 17. Right now, we actually saw the first time since this time in 2020 where our number of active listings surpassed our number of closed listings. So that just represents that number of active units that kind of carried over that didn't close in the month of June. My crystal ball of real estate tells me that, our number of supply of active listings, we're going to see that continue to increase likely until the end of August. And then, fewer people list their homes in September and moving into the winter months. Our buyer demand, I'm thinking we will honestly look just like 2020, where we're going to see this demand remain steady. And then as soon as we get into September, we'll see it drop off. So I expect to see this number to continue to increase and this number to remain relatively flat before we get into the fall months. So if you're thinking about buying, you definitely have an upper hand right now in the market to get something at, list price, maybe slightly below, but like I mentioned, we are still a pretty strong seller's market. So, no one's at the point of giving their home away. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of clarity on what I'm seeing. I'd love to know if you've seen any crazy headlines or anything in the market. And if you have any questions, happy to talk through those. Have a great day and a great rest of your July. Bye.